Aging is the most natural process that our bodies go through. But very often, we come across people who seem to defy the clock. They look just as youthful as they did years ago, and you can't help but wonder, what's their secret? Maybe they sleep better or eat healthier, nutrient-dense foods, or they engage in longer durations of physical activity. There could be 1,000 different reasons, but in this video, we are particularly interested in exploring the spiritual phenomenon behind the slowed aging process. So are you ready to unlock this mystery and discover the truth? Then let's dive right into it, an innate sense of wonder. Most people who appear much younger than their age do so because their inner world is full of awe and wonder. Instead of living life like an adult human who is sick and bored of the chaotic world, these rare individuals possess a childlike wonder. They look at things and situations from the lens of curiosity. It's not only their physical appearance that suggests youthfulness, but even their energy is different from the rest. A part of their vibrant energy comes from their engaged perspective on life. These gifted people remain open to the beauty and mysteries of the world and are always keen to explore more about this fascinating realm. While we all had this inner joy as kids, it was slowly diminished by the monotony of daily routines and the heaviness of responsibilities. The cycle of work, financial obligations, family duties, and social pressures becomes overwhelming with age. And with each passing year, so many people become more absorbed in their routines, leaving less room for wonder and exploration. This is why when we look at people around us, most of them are stressed or lost in the worries of life. These are the ordinary people who live at the mercy of their circumstances. They buy into the illusion of being helpless in the face of difficult situations. Hence, they wait for something on the outside to change, to feel a sense of happiness or joy on the inside. The problem with this approach is that it ties inner peace to external factors, rather than realizing that true joy comes from within, regardless of external conditions. Nobody can control everything on the external front, but we can transform internally, and that is where our power lies. However, those who seem to age more slowly, both in appearance and energy, tend to find joy in the smallest things. The changing seasons, a hot meal that satisfies hunger, a message from a dear friend. All these might seem like ordinary moments in life, but can bring enormous joy only if we do not look at life as an obligation, but as a magical voyage of fun and adventure. Such individuals are attuned to the present moment and find peace in the now. Their ability to savor the small pleasures in life keeps them grounded, content, and more youthful, both in spirit and appearance. So you do not need big shifts to feel abundant and blessed. You can take delight in the sound of rain against the window or the quiet serenity of a morning walk, appreciating the peacefulness it brings. You may find solace in the way sunlight filters through trees, the laughter of children playing, or even the simple act of sharing a quiet conversation with a loved one. Joy is all around us. It's just that most of us haven't learned to recognize it. The secret of dominant vibration. We are not flesh and bones, but what lies underneath that physical facade. Before any of us came forth into this physical experience, we were all a part of the infinite consciousness, the one cosmic mind from which everything is created. It is the primal force behind all of existence, the underlying unity that connects all beings and all things, regardless of their apparent differences. And as some of us poured ourselves into these physical vessels, we took a part of that divine essence with us. Just as a wave in the ocean is a temporary expression of the larger ocean, so too are we expressions of source energy. This powerful divine force now presents itself as our dominant vibration. We are all made up of energy that vibrates at different frequencies. While we were kids, our dominant vibration was similar to that of the divine, pure and unadulterated. We existed in a state of innocence, filled with curiosity and wonder, and our emotions were spontaneous and authentic. Our hearts and minds were open, and our emotional states were not yet clouded by the weight of judgment, fear, or doubt. Growing up and absorbing the conditioning of our surroundings, most of us contaminated our vessels with negative emotions and feelings. Each of us has a unique frequency, shaped by our thoughts, emotions, and overall state of being. So the quality and properties of this frequency are what determine how we look and how our body sustains itself in the physical realm. Most people who look younger than their age are gifted to lean towards higher vibrational states. Sometimes these souls are innately wired to embrace the elevated emotions, and other times they make efforts to resonate with such life-giving emotions. Joy, love, and compassion, when these positive emotions are dominant in a person's life, they have a noticeable impact on both their inner and outer well-being. The powerful energy from these elevated emotions creates a balance and harmony in the body that slows down the aging process and makes you look many years or sometimes decades younger than your chronological age. Detachment from the material. We live in a world that puts all the emphasis on the material, so most of us unknowingly get caught up in the never-ending pursuit of external validation and material possessions. We are conditioned to chase after tangible markers of success, whether that's the perfect career, a luxurious home, or an ever-growing bank account. The basic premise behind this meaningless pursuit is that if we can just attain enough, we will finally feel complete, valued, and at peace. We see the people around us and how their worth is measured in terms of the material possessions they own. So from a young age, we become part of that rat race too. But this pursuit of the material comes at a great cost. This focus on the accumulation of wealth and achievements just for the sake of satisfying the ego is a deadly trap. It keeps you from living a satisfying life experience because no matter how much you try, the ego can never be tamed or satisfied. However, not all people become a part of this rat race, and you might be one of them. These individuals pursue their passionate desires as a way to unleash their creativity and become contributing members of society. They are not motivated by fame, praise, or money, and hence they focus solely on their inner fulfillment and happiness. This subtle focus on fulfillment and satisfaction creates space for a more balanced and harmonious life, free from the pressures of the outside world. This ease and flow results in a youthful and radiant appearance. Also, when an individual stops focusing on external validation, they offer themselves the opportunity to become one with their higher self. The higher self is different from the ego self. It doesn't seek approval from others. It gains no satisfaction from being praised or revered. Living in alignment with your higher self leads to a stress-free life and a younger appearance. Similarly, alignment with one's high self also leads one to develop a deep sense of self-worth and inner confidence that cannot be gained following the path of the ego. And it is important to note that not running the rat race doesn't mean you will not get material success or fame. In fact, such individuals are much more successful than the blind chasers of wealth and fame. By letting go of ego-driven pursuits and allowing the flow of universal energy, they create a life that feels effortless, yet deeply fulfilling. The right opportunities, the groundbreaking ideas, and supportive people come to them. This effortless attraction of opportunities is a result of being open, grounded, and receptive to the flow of life. The magic of letting go. Another reason some people appear younger than their age is because they possess this powerful quality of letting go. Letting go of what is no longer serving them on an emotional level. Letting go of the negative emotions and expectations from others. Letting go of past traumas and hurt. It's not that life is so difficult, it's our tendency to cling to the past that makes it appear so complex. Navigating through such circumstances renders us mentally weak and physically tired, which adds to the aging of our cells and organs. When we hold on to past experiences, whether they are memories of past failures, regrets, or even past successes, we tie ourselves to outdated versions of who we once were. But in doing so, we forget that we came into this time-space reality to be the creators of our own destiny and to constantly evolve into our best version. Continuous and meaningful progress is at the very heart of a fulfilling life experience. Every day we think 50 to 60,000 thoughts. These thoughts evoke feelings that then become our beliefs and filters through which our reality is created. What we believe about ourselves, others, and the world around us directly influences how we experience life. So what happens when most of these 60,000 thoughts are related to the past? Does that leave any room for being in the present moment or creating a bright future? Dr. Joe Dispenza says, when you think from your past memories, you can only create past experiences. As all of the knowns in your life cause your brain to think and feel in familiar ways, thus creating knowable outcomes, you continually reaffirm your life as you know it. If the majority of our thoughts are preoccupied with past events, whether they be painful memories, failures, regrets, or unhealed wounds, we are effectively living in a mental state that is disconnected from the present. The present moment is the source of creation and sanctuary for healing the body and mind. Disconnected from this foundation of youth and rejuvenation, most of us live in an autopilot mode. We think about the past, worry about our lives, and project our past fears and traumas onto the future. This leads to an imbalance in body and soul that first manifests as rapid aging and eventually results in disease of the body and mind. If you look at your age or have someone around who appears to be much younger, then you would find that they have this fascinating power of not dwelling in the past. Instead, they relish the blessings of life in the present moment while remaining optimistic for a beautiful future. Attitude of gratitude. The last and most important reason why some people defy aging is because these special souls embrace the attitude of gratitude from a young age. Each and every one of us is endowed with an abundance of blessings, yet how many of us truly recognize these gifts and express genuine gratitude for them? Gratitude is a skill that needs to be learned and honed before it becomes a permanent part of your psychology. You might be struggling in one area of your life, but there are still millions of other aspects where you can dwell in the energy of gratitude. If you start counting, you will run out of time and energy, your eyes and ability to see the world around you. The working body parts allow you to navigate this plane with ease. The people who love you and make you feel seen, the air you breathe, the water you drink, the list is practically endless. It has been scientifically proven that gratitude helps shift our focus away from stress and negativity, helping to reduce the production of cortisol, which results in a much slower aging process. Spiritual teachings and ancient wisdom show that our real strength is the energy we nurture, the love we give, and the detachment we practice from worldly concerns. As we tread through the journey of life, it is important to live in alignment with our authentic selves, and that will automatically lead to a youthful appearance and a satisfying life experience. So, if you look younger than your age, then which one of these 5 spiritual qualities might have been the reason? Share it in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video.